Welcome to tonight's MLB matchup. As tonight, the Cleveland Indians take on the Toronto Blue Jays. And Cleveland is looking for their first win of the season as they are 0-2 taking on the 1-1 Toronto Blue Jays. These teams also play again on Sunday, which is tomorrow, but next game, Marcus Stroman pitching, but the next game they play in Cleveland. Let's see what can one team win both matchups. Then after that, Cleveland's gonna take on Oakland again, but this time in Cleveland. Batting first for Cleveland is Lenos Martin.
The afternoon for Cleveland, the center fielder, Leonis Martin.
And here comes the first pitch at 11 a.m. And that's a fastball right out of the zone, and he swings for it. Cleveland's got a pretty good team. They're not afraid to show it. And that's a good hit, but it's going to be caught. No, it drops, and he's safe at first. I have my guest commentator, Scotty, here. I don't know if his mic's working, but let's hear what this guy has to say. Nasty at what? Eating? Jason Kippin's up to bat for the Cleveland Indians. Pitched, and that's a good hit, and that's a good hit, and that's gonna be 2 bases, and now there's a man on first and third for Cleveland.
Batting third, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Ad ain't ready yet, bro. What's our ad? Jet 2 Holiday. Now batting Jose Ramirez. Okay. You know we're in the middle of play. And that's hit, and that! and Cleveland, Jose Ramirez is out, but a Cleveland player, Martin, is able to get home safely. It is 1-0 Cleveland. Now batting is Carlos Santos for the Cleveland Guardians. Fuck the Indians. And that's hit! And that drops! One nothing. Toronto is going to have to lock in here if they don't want to give up any more runs in this inning against Cleveland. That was a good hit, though. That's all we can say. Anyways, thanks to our sponsor from Dennis, said his first word. They're an organization for gay people. Go support them. And that's the second out. And now and here comes the lineup for Cleveland. Here goes Tyler Nackins up to bat for Cleveland. And that's a fastball right in the dirt and for strike 1. What the fuck are you watching, bro? And that's strike 2 for a foul. And that's going to be out 3, as now the Blue Jays are up to bat. Pitching for the Guardians is Trevor Bauer. He's pitched both games this year. He took home the what? Billy McKeenan batting for the Blue Jays, and that's ball one. I think he said he took on the black kid, maybe. Because, I mean, it... And that's ball two. That's strike two. Wait, what did he do? And that's hit fouled. And that's strike three, and there's the first out of this ball game for the Blue Jays. McKinney. Here's the lineup for the Toronto Blue Jays. Now batting is Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And that's strike one for the knuckle curve. Trevor Bauer pitching up there. And that's hit. And that's the second out.
Batting third, the first baseman.
There's a lot of Cleveland fans in the building tonight. And that's hit fouled. And there's another hit foul for strike two. Trevor might want to change up his pitches just a little. And that's ball one with the slider. Don't know where that was going. And that is hit. And that is a home run for the Blue Jays. Smoke hits a home run to make it 1-1 between the Indians.
Batting fourth.
And that's a hit, and that's going to be the third out, as it's 1-1 as we head to the second inning of play. Now batting for Cleveland is Roberto
Leading
Pierres.
off for the Indians, the catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
And the cutter hit outside for strike one. And that's strike two for the fastball. Anyway, Scotty, what do you think? What do you think of the game so far? And that's gonna be out one for the Blue Jays for the second inning.
Batting eighth, the left fielder,
Now batting is
number
Greg Allen
Greg
for Cleveland.
Allen.
And that's hit, but that's gonna be a pop fly, as that is the second out. Wait, why is my guy not out? Wait, how is he not out? They caught the ball, didn't they? Or did they drop it? I think they dropped it, and that's foul ball for ball one. And Cleveland. No, and... No, stay at first. But the Blue Jays dropped the ball. He could have ran and probably would have been safe. As he swings with a slider right at his feet. What a stupid play. And that's a cutter hit, and that's foul. Why are you giving away Macklin? Anyways, in sports news today, the Ottawa Senators beat the Carolina Hurricanes 6-2. The Boston Bruins beat the Anaheim Ducks 5-0. And the Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Montreal Canadiens 6-0.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And Austin Matthews is out with an ankle injury for the rest of the season. And Brady Tkachuk broke his fist in a fight with the goaltender. Martin hits and is fouled. Yeah, if you want to get them, you're going to have to trade away like everybody. Or trade away one of your star players. And that's hit. And that's it out. What a stupid play by Cleveland. And that side's retired. Now batting is Randall Grichuk for the Blue Jays.
For the Jays, the right fielder, Randall.
As for Hyman.
One ball, one strike.
And that's ball 2. And then now the count's 1-1. Here comes a knuckle curve. Very up high, but he swings for it for a foul. Trevor probably might go for the fastball here. And he does, and it's strike 3. Grichuk is out.
Batting 6.
Now batting for the Blue Jays, Kevin PR.
Kevin.
Ball, that's out.
Now I barely think that, but ball 1. Almost stopped. And that's hit. Yeah, I think I would. You and 4 draft picks. I would take that.
The second baseman.
Let me guess, did they decline it? And that's ball 1. Why not Marner?
Ball.
Ball 2. And that's strike 1. And that's ball 3. Holy, these guys are. Count is 3-1. They do not want to walk this guy. And that's strike 2. There's a full count. And throwing and looking to throw. And he throws a cutter. And that's caught for the second out. Never mind, sorry, the third out. Now batting Jason Kippens for Cleveland.
The second baseman, Jason Kippens.
And that's hit. Foul ball. I'll just let you know, we're also doing another series. So I'm going to become the San Jose Sharks and try to help them win a Stanley Cup. What? Where was Kippen swinging on that, man? Foul ball. I was about to say, I'm doing another series after where I'm going to become the San Jose Sharks and try to rebuild that team into a cup-winning team. And that's strike 3 on Kippens for the first out. Stroman.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
And Ramirez is safe. I would take Tom Wilson. He was good for Team Canada at the Olympics.
Designated hitter, Carlos Santana.
He actually destroyed some player on on USA. He actually like killed him. And the back breaks. And they can have a double play. No, and they're both saved. Jake Bowers now batting for Cleveland. Nah, like they're gonna give you a vet OV.
Nope.
And that's ball one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Anyways, if you guys want to know, my next series, I think I already told you this, guys, like 3 times, but the next series is rebuilding the San Jose Sharks. And maybe after that, rebuilding the Dallas Mavericks. Whoever the worst, whoever the worst NBA team was during the 2024. In my opinion, it was probably like the Spurs or something. They're only good player group. Hey, maybe I'll play NFL and rebuild the Bills or whoever the worst team was in 2018. I think it was probably Detroit. And where is he swinging? Count is 1-1. And he's out and the side is retired.
Leading up for Toronto, the third baseman.
And that's hit, and it's gonna be caught for out 1 early. Bro, one year I was playing NHL, and I only had like 3 picks in the draft, which was round 4, 5, and 7. So I traded them all away. I mean, I did get a good round 4. And now there's a player in the bull. And now Cleveland has Kluber warming up. No, bro, he's like 42 though. And that's strike 1. Count 0-1. And that's a fastball way outside for 1. Count 1. Holy fuck, bro. And that's a ball straight in the dirt for ball 2. And that's ball 3 on the knuckle. And I think this is ball 4. No, they swing, foul ball, full count. And Trevor Bauer just threw the ball. It almost hit him. What?
Now batting. The left fielder, Billy.
Yeah, 1 time. And now that ball almost hit McKinney in the ankle. The player drops it, and then the catcher drops it, and the other guy's able to run safe to second. And that's ball 2. And that's hit for strike 1. Foul ball. McKinney gets a changeup almost at his elbow. Ball 3. Somebody get Trevor Bauer off the mound. And that's foul ball. Full count again. And that's hit for another foul. Tristan Jarry. Skinner. And here comes the Indians manager. I think Trevor Bauer's done for the night. And Trevor Bauer is done for the night. And Cleveland.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
Now
please.
batting,
Now
pitching Corey Kluber.
Number 28, Corey Kluber.
And that's hit, and that's going to be caught for the second out.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Florida.
And that's strike one.
Gurriel.
And that's hit foul. I could get him to swing from one outside the box. And then there's a sinker. And that's ball two. We're letting this slip away a little. And that's strike three. And as we head to the top of the fourth. Roberto Piar's batting for Cleveland in a 1-1 ball game.
Roberto Perez.
And swings for a slider outside for strike one. And that tips the bat for foul ball. I'm bunt. Wait. He's bunting, and he tries to bunt. And that is out number one.
Now batting, the left fielder, Greg Allen.
And that ball almost hits him, but he swings for it for strike one. And that's out two.
Now batting, the shortstop, Matt Mora.
That's strike one. Mordoff batting for Cleveland. And he's bunting! And he's almost safe, but that's the third out as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Kluber getting ready. And that's hit foul, strike one. Here comes a cutter, it looks like. And that's hit, and he runs over, and that's caught for out one. Barrel almost drops it.
Number 8, designated hitter, Henry Morales.
And there's ball one. Throwing a changeup, it looks like. And that is right in the dirt for ball two. Throwing a cutter, it looks like. And that's hit. Who's there? Wait, that could have been caught if my third baseman was like right at third. And they're throwing it way outside. And that's ball three. And that's strike two, full count. And that's ball four. Morales walks the first. Now batting is Gritichu. And that's ball one on the cutter. And throwing a sinker at his feet for ball two. I don't know if they're trying to hit him or what. And that's strike one. Just to let you know, Kluber and this guy has had rivalries in the past. So maybe he's just trying to hit him on purposely. Ball three. I'm throwing a fastball at his chest. And that fastball almost hits him in the head. again. And that's ball 4.
The center fielder, number 11.
And the umpire is warning both benches that if a batter gets near hit, they're out for the rest of the, if a pitcher throws the ball at the batter, he's out for the rest of the game. It could even be it could be an accident and you'd still be out for the game. And that's hit by Pillar. Fastball, it looks like. And that's ball 2. Oh, I do not agree with that call. That was strike 2, not ball 2. And foul ball. And that's strike 3. And Pillard is out. He didn't even try to swing. What is Pillard doing out here?
Now batting, second baseman, ready.
And that's strike 1 on the sinker. Throwing a fastball at his feet. And he's not going to try and run. And that is strike 2. One more strike and they close out the inning. And that's hit fouled. Throwing a changeup. And that's hit fouled. And that's another foul ball. That's strike 3. And that's the 3rd out as we head to the 5th. Martins batting for Cleveland.
The center fielder, number 2.
He's got on base every time. He's got on base every time tonight. And he drops the ball. And he's safe at first.
The batter, number 22.
Now batting. Keebler. And that is thrown way outside for ball 1. As the Blue Jays are looking to try and see if that Cleveland player will steal on first. And thrown right in for foul. In the foul territory. And that's hit. And Cleveland actually locking in now. Jose Ramirez now batting for the Indians. What, did Tom Wilson kill the guy? And that's strike 2. And the bat breaks! And the bat breaks. That's the first out. Batting for Cleveland is Santa. Santa with a horrible swing.
The batter, the first baseman, Jake Bauer.
That's strike 1 on Bowers.
0-1.
Looks like Cleveland's not going to get a point hole, maybe. And that's strike 3. And that's the 3rd out. If the Blue Jays even get just 1 run, this game is over. Nobody cares about you.
Leading up for Toronto, the third baseman.
And that's ball 1 on the cutter. And throwing a fastball right at his head. And Drewy gets to walk the. Oh, he might charge the mount. We might have a brawl here. And they could have got the double play, but they decide not. First out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Billy. Not
And that's foul. Throws the ball very close to his ankle. And that ball. And that's hit. And he's not even close. And it drops. And it drops. And the Blue Jays are going to win the ball game. The Blue Jays win 3-2-1, and the Cleveland Indians now go 0-3, and the Blue Jays go 2-1. We just want to thank you for coming out to watch tonight's game at Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, Bliss.